Hello, my dear friends. Today we are going to explain Unit 3 in Science for Year 3, the first term. So, it's talking about animals and classification. Classification, of course, we know that we will divide animals into vertebrates and invertebrates. But we are going to ask a question. This question, it will be clarify question. To identify animals, it means to put them in a separate parts. So if I will give you an example like a turtle, lion, and butterfly, you need to ask a question so you can put each one in its own place. And this question, it will be for only one animal or living thing. So turtle is a vertebrate, lion is a vertebrate, but the butterfly is invertebrate. So to separate the butterfly or let it out, we will ask, is it an invertebrate? Of course, if we said yes, it will be the butterfly. If we say no, we have two animals to classify, turtle and lion. So we are going to ask another question. Is it a mammal? If you said yes, of course, the lion is a mammal. What's the meaning of mammal? Mammals like us give birth to young and produce milk. If we said no, of course it will be the turtle because the turtle is a reptile, not a mammal. Lay eggs, not giving a birth to young. So after classification, we are going to talk about food chain. A chain, it means like the chain in your neck. It has circles after each others. So when animals eat each other, the energy flows from one animal to another. That's why we need to eat. We need to eat fruits, vegetables. We need to eat a chicken because we will take energy from them and this energy will transfer to our body. All food chains start with the sun. The sun is the main source of energy on the earth. And the sun will allow the plants to make the food. The plants will make its own food? Yes. So the plant is a producer. And all the animals, they are feeding on the plants. Okay, so let's check the food chain in different places. Like let's travel to the grassland in Africa. It starts with grass. The impala will eat the grass and the lion will eat the impala. So the producer is the grass. The consumer is impala and lion. Impala is just a prey. And the lion is the predator, will eat the impala. But who is the producer? Grass, because grass can make its own food. It doesn't need to eat any other animals. The plants can make its own food. Now let's travel to the desert. We can find also grass. The rat can eat the grass. And the fox will eat the rat. Now let's travel to the Arctic habitat. We can't find grass, we find something called lichen. Now the hare will eat the lichen, the fox will eat the hare, and the polar bear will eat the fox. This is in the Arctic habitat, the cold place. Let's travel and to visit the ocean. We will find algae. Algae, it's like green plants. Krill, it's like shrimp, الجمبري, will eat the algae. Squid, like octopus, will eat the krill. Penguin will eat the squid and the seal will eat the penguin. Humans also change the habitats like what? Orangutans. Orangutans is a person of forest. It's a monkey. We call the orangutan a person of the forest. Feeding in what? On the fruits. Where? In the rainforest. But humans cut the trees. Why? To plant palm oil trees. We need to plant palm oil. This will give us more money. So now, these monkeys, they will have no food. And also, they can be endangered or extinct. The next one, living things on the earth can be producer like the plants, can make its own food. Consumers like animals, they will feed on plants or other animals. Decomposers, they feed on the dead organisms like fungi, bacteria, and so on. Now let's talk about Unit 4, which is the human body. This is our body. Some organs will be external. What is the meaning of external? External like our ears, our nose, our eyes, our mouth, our hands. Internal like our heart. What is the size of our heart? The size of your fist. زي قبضة إيدي كده. This is my fist. Where is the heart? It locates inside my chest. A little to the left in the middle, but a little to the left. So what is the heart? It's a strong muscle pumps the blood. And each pump, it will be a pulse. Boom, boom. This is a pulse. And also it will pump the blood through what? Left and right arteries to the body, because the heart wants to deliver the blood to all the body. But teacher, why the heart is pumping the blood? Because this blood will carry oxygen and nutrients. So there is a relationship between the lungs and the heart. The lungs will say to the heart, hello heart, I can give you oxygen, just send the blood for me with carbon dioxide. I will take the carbon dioxide and exhale it out. And I will put for the blood some oxygen, and you can pump it to all the body to get energy and release energy from the food. So the lungs take the carbon dioxide from the blood out and put oxygen on the blood, so the blood can pump it to all the body. So we said the lungs. How many lungs do we have? We have 2 lungs. Which one is bigger? The right lung is bigger than the left lung. Why? Because they are close to the heart, so they will leave a space for the heart. So lungs take what? Oxygen from the air, inhale. Through the windpipe, the tube in your throat, الأنبوبة اللي في رقبتنا هنا لحد lungs. طيب البلاد brings what to the lung؟ بيقول لها يا lung, hello, take the carbon dioxide to exhale out. طيب how many times I can breathe? Just put your hand on your chest and start to calculate the number of breathing per minute. In a minute. Now we already talk about heart, lungs. Let's talk about the stomach and intestine, which is digestive system. Let's start with the mouth. You are start to eat by your teeth to cut the food, chew the food, and also you have saliva, the liquid in your mouth. So it will help you to swallow, and also it will digest the carbohydrates. What's the meaning of carbohydrates? Starch. So now the saliva will help you to swallow the food and digest the carbohydrates. It will go through esophagus, which is the tube that connects the mouth to your stomach. Your stomach it has a strong acid. Now it's time to break down this food. So the strong acid breaks down the food into smaller pieces to be liquid. Why is that? Because the food will move to the small intestine. Which food the stomach can digest? Protein. And then the small intestine can help you to digest more fats. The small intestine said, okay, the food is liquid now. Which part of your body is going to take it? So the blood will knock, hello, small intestine. Can you give me the nutrients and the food, please? Because I want to give it to all the body to get energy. But some of the food, they are not digested. We need to get out of, or to get rid out of the feces or the solid. So now the blood take nutrients and say goodbye. And the solid wastes or feces go through the large intestine outside the body, through the anus outside the body. So that's why you can go to the bathroom. The last part, brain, inside your skull. We can call the skull a cranium. Okay, what is the shape of your brain? It's wrinkled, كأنه عجوز كده مجعد. And wrapped in 3 layers. It has 3 layers. But why do we need our brain? It collects and stores information. It will collect the information. It tells our body what to do. So if you just scream, your brain will tell you to scream. If you cry, your brain will tell you to cry. If you speak, your brain will tell you to speak. And also, when you are asleep, your brain is still working. That's why you can dream. Okay? So, I don't understand the parts of the brain. So, let's draw it. The frontal part is called frontal part because it's in the front. And we are going to make it as a play. فهتكلم هنا بالعربي. هنعملها مسرحية. الفرونتال بارت، كلمة فرونتال يعني أمامي. فأنا دلوقتي كأن أنا عايزة أتكلم ويبقى عندي شخصية وأحل المشاكل. بس للأسف معرفتش أعمل speech، ما بقاش عندي personality، معرفتش أعمل problem solving ولا thinking. كأننا بنعمل مسرحية يعني. مين هيساعدني؟ البرايتال بارت وراها على طول هنا كده. البرايتال بارت ده برايتال قال لها don't worry. خلاص بدل ما عرفناش يبقى عندنا شخصية قوية، واحنا حسينا بالألم بالبين، حسينا بيه يعني لمسناه حسيناه ودقناه. we touch it we taste it. انا طبعا بعملها مسرحية عشان الولاد تفهم اكتر، يعني كأنها تفتكرها يعني، ولكن هو مسؤول عن السنسز for touch and taste because we have 5 senses. تعالى خلاص هخليك يبقى عندك شخصية أعلمك ازاي تتعلم لغة speak language. يبقى أنا عاملاها كأنها مسرحية بالعربي عشان يفتكروا ال functions for each part. أما التمبرر موجود هنا كده في الجنبين، الناحية اليمين والناحية الشمال. قال أنا تمبرر، أنا مؤقت. أي حاجة هتتعلمها هسمعها، هعمل hearing وأحطها في الميموري عشان منسيش، وunderstand speech. أي حد يشرح لي حاجة أو يكتب لي حاجة I will understand it علشان أبدأ أفهم اللغة دي. يجي بقى الأوكابيتال اللي ورا هنا هيقول إيه؟ طيب أنا هبقى مسؤول عن إيه؟ أوكابيتال خلاص أنا هبقى مسؤول عن التو سنسز الأخيرين، هبقى مسؤول عن الفيجن والسميل، وكمان هخليك تسافر وتتحرك في كل حتة. you can move عشان تتعلم أكتر ويبقى عندك personality. السيربيلم هو the last part، البارت اللي تحت خالص، the last part. قال له طيب وانت بتتحرك انا لازم اخليك عندك balance وكمان اعمل لك muscles. So I will help you in movement, balance and give you muscles. البرين stem موجود تحت هنا. So the brain stem said طيب انت كده اهتميت بشخصيتك والحركة والنفس وكل حاجة، انا هبقى مسؤول بقى عن الحاجات اللي جواك عشان تفضل عايش، هبقى مسؤول عن البريثنج والهارت بيتس. السباينال كورد بقى قال له طب خلاص اي حاجة هتتعلمها او عايز تعملها انا هوصلها للجسم كله. فالسباينال كورد transfer information by nerves from the brain to the rest of the body. يعني نعملها للولاد المسرحية. الفرونتال من قدام كان عايز يتكلم يبقى عنده شخصية يحل المشاكل ويفكر، ما قدرش. البرايتال اللي وراه قال له انا حسيت بالألم من اللي حصل ده، حسيته يعني I can touch it I can taste it ودقته كمان. طب يلا نتعلم لغة جديدة let's speak language. التمبرر اللي على الجنبين قال له طب انا عشان تتعلم لغة هسمع، يعني هعمل hearing احط في الميموري وهفهم كل حاجة يعني understand the speech. الاوكوبيتال اللي ورا قال طب انا فاضل كده 2 senses، يبقى انا vision and smell وكمان هساعدك تتحرك في كل حتة. السيربيلم قال له طب انت لو انت بتتحرك لوحدك عايز مساعدة، هعمل لك موفمنت وبالانس يعني اتزان وهيبقى خليك عندك ماسلز قوية. البرين ستام اللي في اخر البرين قال وانا مسؤول عن عشان تفضل عايش عن البريثنج والهارت بيتس. والسباينال كورد هو حبل كده جوه الباك بون، قال I will transfer the nerves and the information from the brain to the rest of the body. كأنها مسرحية للولاد. طب يا teacher do you know I catch the cup from the air. مسكت الكوباية وهي بتقع. Yes, this is reaction time. It's the time for the brain to send a message to catch something. We said the spinal cord will transfer the message from your brain. So your brain will give you the order to catch the cup. It's according to the time you will take. This is reaction time. So teacher, now I am sick. We need to visit the doctor. Why? I want to check my heart. So your heart is like electricity. So I will use electrocardiogram because the heart in science is cardiac. So electro, it's a letter E. Cardio, it's letter C. Gram, it's letter G. I want to check my brain. So the doctor will put a helmet زي الخوذة and make a scan for your brain. So it's called brain scanner. Teacher, I can't breathe. I want to check my lungs. So we will put a long tube with light and camera to take pictures for your lungs. Broncho, it's come because lungs or the tubes is called broncho. Scope, it means like منظار. It has light and camera. منظار ده بالعربي. Endoscope, endo, it means inside me. If I want to check my stomach and intestine, this camera and this light will go inside me from my mouth. So this is endoscope. So that's all about Unit 3 and Unit 4. Yes, it was a little bit long, but really it deserves to study it. It's very amazing. And I will see you in the next video.